Well, fellas, Saturday. A little leaking out there. And we took that sample we picked last night down to the elevator, and they said it was 17.4, weighed 58.4 pounds. Told us to bring them a semi-load. So, I guess we're going to pick a semi-load quick. And as far as the back, it's a little tense this morning, but doable. And I got my tins machine on. So back brace and that thing, I'm going to see how it works. Got my helper with me. Raise my ladder up here. Have to pick pretty slow while I'm holding the camera here. See if I can get these end rows picked off. Yeah, you see it? Alright guys, I'll bring it back when I get her opened up here. I've got a sensor. It's that spreader sensor that's going off. Just because I slowed it to slow speed, but anyway, that didn't take long. Where Bob's at? I mean, he's out here. I don't know if he come up behind us or if he went the other way. Yeah, looks like he's coming at us. Alright, I'll bring you back. Alright, we'll get it. Just so it ain't leaking, we gotta remember it. Alright guys, we had a full bin there. Bob's almost full. Cody brought the cart over. What do you want me to dump off, Bob?
Whatever you think. Half, 3/4, I don't know.
Alright, what I'm doing is...
Hey, there's a little bit more corn left.
Yeah, there's more corn. What I'm doing is, Bob can't get his combine in the shed with the tip tops up. And we're going to have more than a cart full. So, I only dumped off about half a bin. That way Bob can dump this time and half of another bin, and then I can leave this combine full if I have to and put it in the shed. Or we can put it on a truck and run it down. But anyway. Cart's pretty well full. That combine's got probably 210, 220 bushel on it. Cart's probably got 475 on it. It's not clear full. So... close to 700 bushel off of 6 acres. Probably not too bad. I'll let you know though when we get the numbers. Truck's on his way. And that, boys, is how the cart's supposed to run. Got the slide on 1500 RPM, it don't take long. Alright, I'm going to get off here so I can move. Morning guys, Sunday morning, August 24th. Tight this morning, could be worse. That corn we shelled yesterday was... Now this is what I'm trying to figure out. You guys at farm know. I'm trying to figure where we're actually just selling them moisture and where it's costing me money. That load went in at 17.7 and we were docked 1,900 and some pounds on a, I think we went from 720 bushel down to 680, something like that. So obviously some of that's water, some of that's shrinkage. Our test weight's down 55.5 on that load. So you know your test weight will come up, but when it gets drier. But it takes more kernels in that bushel. So anyway, I think with the weather that's coming, they're talking rain tonight. My phone shows 100% chance of rain tonight, 100% chance tomorrow, then like next Wednesday, next Friday. MKC down there, not MKC, Schooler down there. We don't hold MKC. Schooler down there told us they would take all that we wanted to shell at 17.7. So I think I'll probably get around here in a little bit. If they can get us some trucks, cut a few loads today. Back to that one, I just told you how many bushels was off that. That's just a little 6-acre patch. So before dock, which means nothing, was 120. After dock was like 113, just over 113 bushel to acre. So for Kansas, South Central, that's not terrible. I think our county average is like 78, so 113 is not bad. All right, well, I'm gonna get around. I just told you I'd tell you what that made and tell you what our test weight, moisture, and stuff was. So we'll holler at you later. All right, fellas, it's still Sunday morning. I think it's 10:15 or so. So we're gonna ease over there with 3 machines. Little sister's gonna come get the grain cart here, meet us over there. We can't get a semi until probably at least noon. It won't take us long to pick a load. We can get it opened up, check some moistures, and go from there. And we're here. Start on this place, 86 acres there. Beans look good over there. Hopefully you guys can hear me. These fans make it kind of loud in here. Alright, we're going to pull in and put a semi-load sample. We're just about to get the headlands off this. I think there's 38 acres in this side, 36, something like that. Bob rode with Cody the first round, so his wasn't running. Bob wasn't running, just the 262s. Anyway, them outside rounds, a lot of deer damage and coon damage, and so is what it is. I had to go 2 rounds around that patch to get a bin load. Corn's not augering real dry. I probably ought to check it, but alright guys, we'll get her opened up. Alright, second bin load's on. Waiting for a truck. I'm full. I think Bob's full. Cody's not quite full. I don't know. This corn, I cut a lot of edge rows, so can't count. I mean, yeah, we'll count it, but over the rest of the field, it's got to be better, is what I'm saying. But not really liking the numbers I'm figuring in my head. My idea was that the next 2 farms are pretty tough farms, and if they would make 100 or beat 100, then we're in good shape. So this farm and the next farm will tell me in my mind where we're at. My bin just started running over. As soon as the alarm went off, I pulled out, so I don't know why I did that. Bob's gonna run over. Bob, you're running over the left side. You didn't see that or what? Alright, I'll bring it back. full. Bob's full. And Cody's. That bin is bin. Bring it back. Alright, first semi's out of here. I got a little row of shame over there going on, trying to get lined back up with the GPS. I was having a lot of trouble. If you watch back on when we planted with that GPS, we had the antenna turned wrong, so that was our fault, but we did figure it out after this field. Like I said, first semi's out of here, and we've got 350 towards the next semi, and looks like, sounds like maybe that's the only semi we're going to get, being Sunday and late notice. But I don't know, like I said, I wasn't real tickled with the numbers on the outside, but we'll see. About 4.5 right now, looks like, and that's still, that's not all the corn. Excuse me, that's not all the corn that's dumping out on the other down low yet. But I don't believe this is, well, I didn't figure it would be as good as what we picked there at the house. That little patch had hog manure on it for 20 years. Years ago. I think Cody said it was sprinkling. I checked that with my tester and it tested 17.6 off the combine. So we'll see. You know, it's pretty much they're guaranteeing rain tonight. Rain tomorrow. And I think pretty good chance of Wednesday. So I don't know. I guess we'll let them buy a little moisture and at least pick a couple semi-loads. That was downright ugly. Tried to take 7 rows there for a minute. See, it's still coming in on that bottom over there. But yeah, it's not the best corn. 2 years ago we had corn on here. You know, it was a decent year, and I think this one only went 80 or 82 bushel or something. So we're surely going to beat that. Like I said, my intentions or my thoughts were, if these next 2 farms, one's 86 and the other one's 126. If those 2 farms make 100, then I mean we got corn that I think will go you know, I hate to do that, 140 plus maybe. But you know, these farms here are just not that caliber, and we know that. Alright guys, I'll bring you back in a little bit. Places it's pretty good, places it's pretty thin. The one row I'm cleaning up. Well, we don't have a truck anyway. Trying to let you see this. Not a real good spot in the field either. Alright, well that didn't work as well as I'd hoped. Alright, there's another one. We're trying to figure out what to do. Truck called, we're at 17.4. 17.4 doesn't scare me. The raindrops don't scare me for picking, but they concern me if we have a semi load here and we don't have a truck, can't tarp it. So I don't think it's going to open up yet. I think it's just kind of drizzly. So anyway, we're trying to decide here, keep picking or what. We got another semi load. Cody's alarmed out. Bob's up at the top. So as soon as them two are full, it's another semi load. It's number 2. Alright, I'm going to contemplate what we're doing here. Later, guys. Quick check-in. Cody's full. Justin just brought his cart and tractor over. Bob's full. You and I are full. Cheney's completely full. So, ouch. I haven't stood up in a while. That cart's full. So we've got another 1,270, 1,280 bushel here. That's second load, and then some. Got a sandwich. Bob's wife Sarah brought us a sandwich. Good sense. And the truck showed up before we got our sandwich eaten, so that was good. These 2 combines and my cart will fill this semi. Justin's got one dump on him. We'll fill both carts. That's a semi load, and we should be able to run a little harder now, even with just one semi. Got a little cob on the edges in there. They're not perfect. I could clean them up, but we're not getting any dock, so we'll let them by it. Alright, I'm going to get this off and get moving here. Alright, Cheney's full. Cody's almost half full on his combine yet. Got Justin full. We got this side of the creek done. So we'll go to the other side. We'll leave the carts over here. The truck's been loading here. It'll be easier for him to load over here. Looks like I'm clear. And we'll get the next one opened up. So that's about
get your butt back in the combine. Come on.
3,400 bushel off that patch somewhere right in there. That first load.
He was busy giving instructions on how to clean the grill out.
I told you guys it was 17.4, I think. That's what the elevator got it at. Sorry about my voice. That dang medicine got me cotton mouth and sore throat. But anyway, 17.4 he had. It was a little heavy. 1,076 bushel, I believe he had on it. So anyway, big load. Test weight was 57.1, I believe. Our test weight come up a little bit with our moisture dropping a little. Alright, I'm gonna get this opened up. Going right here across the creek. Well, it never fails. Making the opening round, and a monster buck just run out of that creek bottom. Right in front of my header. Probably about 4 inches past his ears. But anyway, I didn't have it running. Had a little weed control problems along here, looks like. Alright, opening round, I'm gonna tend to business. Looks like she's already got one dump on her. Cody must have dumped on her. Maybe it was Bob, I don't know, but I thought that was the first dump. Have to get a little closer now. Be 4 semis full as soon as we dump off. Third one's already gone. Everybody's dumped full. We'll be just a hair short of a 4th load ready. Nice corn. Quality wise is good. Production isn't bad, but it's not the best. I'll run this sucker over one-handed. Yep, right over the back like always. She's not paying attention. She's on her phone. You're good. Line her back up, get moving here. Bob's dumping a bunch of corn out the back. I got him slowing his rotor way down now. We slowed the spreader down so we could see that it was all coming out the rotor versus a sieve. Told him to slow his rotor down to 180 and his fan choke speed on his fan down to 3. I'm making major drastic adjustments now to see what is or isn't happening. But yeah, he's throwing out bushels. I can see it hitting his spreader there. I can get up there a little closer. Bob, I can literally see corn dumping out on your spreader. Let me take another look. Alright, I think I got Bob better. I ended up having to run his rotor at 450, which kind of unheard of in corn. The only thing I can think is that he's not getting it thrown out of the cage and it's walking over with the material and fodder. I don't know. So anyway, went to 450, choked his air back to 3, which it's not the air, it's not coming over the sieve, and he said it's much better. So I'm just about to alarm out. There's that 4 semi set, it's sitting at the road. Both carts are loaded, that's number 4. Bob's full.
Roadside runner over.
I'm full, Bob's full, Cody's almost half full. Just be a hair less than a fifth semi there at that point. But I don't know. This place is not going to do quite what I had hoped, I don't think.
Don't pull it like that up the tires.
Here goes
Try and
Cody.
keep it to where both tires go up and over the tires at the same time. That'll keep the cart level.
Shane's going to get in his butt in a minute. Alright. Not too much exciting, just picking home. Got out a little bit ago, couldn't hardly walk, so I'm not moving enough, I guess. I don't think I'll get to the end here before I alarm out. Alright guys, I'll bring you back. Alright, I had to pull up to the load area. That's our fourth semi. I'm full. Bob's headed up, he's full. Cody's about half to 3/4 full. That's another 800. So, won't take another little bit to have a
What are you doing, Cody?
fifth semi full. Alright. We'll get Cody full. Like I said, we'll just be 200 bushels short of another semi-load. Alright, let me wipe that off. Hang on. Well, that didn't help. Anyway, Justin's cart is a 524 Parker, and mine's a 624 Parker. And we can get 2 dumps on Justin's. We are hauling, when we dump like we're dumping right now, we're hauling within less than 5 bushel. On the 3 semis that have went in, the biggest was 1,078, the smallest was 1,074, I believe. Crazy how close it is. But we dump when we alarm out, and we don't dump until. That keeps us usually right around 1,000. Bob said one of them was a little over 57 test weight. One of them was 56. None of them under 56.4, I think. None of them under 56 this morning, anyway. I say that. Was that first one 55.4? 55.5 something? Maybe that was yesterday. Now I'm just talking because I can't remember. So anyway, I'll get him off, and as soon as we get that cart emptied, Bob and I will dump on that cart so we can get running. And that's why I'm not dumping on that cart now. It's because we know without scales how much corn we have here. Moisture's dropping, as to be expected. I think that last load was 17.1. So I'd sure like to get it at 16.5. They didn't get us for any shrinkage on that last one. I don't know. You know, they wanted the corn, and they told me they would take it. And I kind of grumbled about the shrinkage and the test weight. So I don't know. Maybe they're helping us out here and need corn. I don't know. All right, fellas. Looks like Cody just pulled up. He's loaded. First time he's ever picked corn. Going to see his mama. She's over there in the vehicle. Yeah, he's loaded. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't looking through my camera. Yeah, we're keeping that truck turning. He has never sat longer than just a loading. Yeah, we'll probably be sitting long. Well, I know we'll be sitting long before he gets back. But do what we can do. Justin called, wanted to bring his other semi over. It would keep us running, but I don't know. I don't know. Load up a row. Then if I feed it slow for a couple, a lot of times it'll pop that air out. There's like a stalk in there, not an ear. A little better corn through here. And this is probably some of the best corn we picked on the place. Alright, we're getting close to having number 6 out here loaded. 5 sitting at the road. Okay, new game plan. We have the truck coming back. Let me shut these fans off. I think it's a little better on the video. We have a truck coming back for the load that's on the carts. That's number 5. All three combines are full. Mine's running over. My alarm never went off this time. Must be something behind it. So anyway, we've got, let me think here. About 5:20 and 3. About 8:20 on the combines. And we lack about, I don't know. We'll have a 6,000 bushel off this. So anyway, that truck's going to come get that, and he's going to hold it over tonight because Schooler closed on us, or is closing in about 3 minutes at 5 o'clock. Ken happened to be over here riding with me, and he said he'd run over and grab his semi. It's got a good tarp on it, but we can put it in the shop anyway. So he's headed to get his truck right now. So we'll get that one on the other truck, get it going. These 3 combines, we'll go finish that little piece, put it on Ken's truck. We got 13 acres across the creek left on this 85 that we're not going to get done before the rain. But we still cut over 6,000 bushel today. Didn't start real good. Oh, dang, that's quite a hole. That's a bad deal. Not my fault, the alarm didn't go off. Yeah, back to what I was saying. We started at about 11 o'clock, I think. It's 5. We've waited on trucks a couple times, so yeah, we didn't do terrible. I might throw this on, guys, because I haven't been on there much with my back and stuff, so I'll get some more tomorrow. No, it won't. It'll be raining. All right, guys, be careful. Later.